and I like to call it lessons from your couch coach. Now, something that's come to mind a lot lately is that a lot of kids don't know how to put a clarinet together. And you look at all these pieces, what am I doing? How do I put this thing together? So I just want to give a basic idea of how we put it together and why we do it the way we do it. First, you want to start out with your bell. It's your bottom thing, kind of looks like a bell. You're going to find this piece. This piece should have a thumb joint to it, or thumb rest to it. You can put a little gummy thing on it if you want to have some extra comfort. Start out with the bottom joint and the bottom joint and the bell. Twist it together, like so, okay? The reason why we twist is because the cork here can be damaged if you just try to shove it on. Also, you can put cork grease on the cork to make it go on easily. There's your first piece. All right, now your next piece, your upper joint, is a little bit more complicated because when we put this together, we want to be sure that we don't bend any keys. So what you do, see this little thing here? A little bridge piece that's moving? You want to make sure that piece gets over this piece right here, okay? So you push down some buttons, some keys, so the little bridge piece sticks up, and carefully twist, 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 so that it goes on, okay? Now, I usually like to put my fingers where you would normally put your fingers as I'm holding it so I don't bend anything else down. And it should line up pretty much perfectly. You can't really see any difference in the way it lines up, if you can tell right there how this is all lined up, okay? Next piece is your barrel. Just twist it on top like that. All right, here's a point of some controversy for some teachers. Your mouthpiece should go on before you put the reed on, most of the time. Some teachers like to have students put their mouthpieces on first so that they can make a sound, practice making sounds as a group, which is great. But normally, when you're just putting it on at home for practice, what you want to do is you want to put the mouthpiece on first, twist, twist, twist. Make sure it's lined up with your register key here, okay? Should be all nice and lined up. And then you're going to put your reed on. And I'm going to show you that. I'm going to take off the mouthpiece so that you can see easily. Okay? So you've got your mouthpiece. Pretend like this is attached to the rest of the clarinet. It's just easier to hold up for the camera this way. You're going to wet your reed longer than I just did because my reed was already wet because I've been practicing. You put it smack up on the mouthpiece, and you got to make sure that it lines up evenly on the facing of the mouthpiece. Why? Because the reed has to vibrate to make the sound, okay? Just like violin strings vibrate or your vocal cords vibrate. It has to vibrate. And if it's not lined up evenly, it's not going to make a good sound, and you're going to hate it and you're not going to like practicing, okay? So once you've got it lined up with just about a smidgen of eyelash of black showing at the top there, can you see that? Then you put your ligature on, okay? Comes from a Latin word that means to bind. My ligature is an inverse ligature. That means the screws are on the back of the mouthpiece. And you put it on like this. And line it up. Ta-da! You need to tighten it. When you tighten it just so it's snug and then loosen it up just a little bit. So I always tighten snug and then loose just a little bit. And then I'm going to put it on here so you can see how it goes. Nice and even. And there it is. Later lessons, we'll talk about maybe some sanding of reeds, about embouchure, which is a really big deal, and just that's how you put it together. And if everybody hates this idea of my Couch Coach series, then maybe I won't do it. But if people seem to like it, I'll do some more. All right, hope everyone has a nice day and stay musical.